Hello and welcome back to the show, and a big welcome to all the hip hop heads, because I'm doing a hip hop tune again. Right, it's been a while, I admit it, but I'm back and you're gonna like this one. It's All Caps by Madvillain.
I know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Peep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse.
No, I had to do this one because, first of all, great samples in it. Second of all, SP303, Madlib's specialty. Now, before I talk about his specialty, let's talk a bit about Madlib himself, one of this duo. And I did a video on him before with Something from the Unseen. Let's take a listen to this beat, also from the Unseen, so you just get an idea of the beat conductor and what his sound was like.
We got the basic instinct to keep the party live.
Just like that, right? He shreds on a sampler, right? You know the way you see Hendrix or Steve Gadd or whoever it is play an instrument, right? And they're shredding. That's what Madlib does in the sampler, right? It's just behind the scenes. It's unseen. And that's what he was known for. He kept to himself, but he selected amazing records and obscure sounds, and he mashed them all together to make sick beats, in fairness to him. And he was proud of that, right? He in the Unseen and in Madvillain and stuff, his beats are like, he knows he's the best, and I think that's a really, really cool side of him. So he was the producer. The rapper then was none other than MF Doom, all caps when you spell his name. Rest in peace to this legendary microphone mathematician, you might say, a legend on the mic, a wordsmith, and just a really, really cool guy. Let's take a listen to this tune, Gas Straws.
Get smoked like Winston cigarettes. Hoes get ripped off like Nicorette. In real life, the real tripe scene might snatch your life like assault machine. Rifle, dead up, set up like bullfight. Be blooded how will I couldn't white or in full flight.
So both of those albums came out around the year 2000 or 99, and at the same time you've got a Mr. Peanut Butter Wolf, right, the head of Stones Throw Records. Now, Stones Throw Records have some pretty big names these days, but back then they were barely getting by with old Madlib and a few others. But Peanut Butter Wolf was really keen on getting MF Doom involved, and he tried for ages to get MF Doom out to California. At the same time, he was trying to get Madlib into making rap beats again. Madlib had kind of gone down a jazz route himself, because he also played multiple instruments, right, as well as shredding on the sampler. So eventually, Doom's manager agreed to fly him out for cash up front to record some beats. So they brought him out to the bomb shelter where Madlib was doing his thing. And they talked to the manager for a bit, and they let Doom and Madlib hang out in the basement doing their thing. And they instantly hit it off and wanted to work together and recorded Madvillain, right? As Madvillain, recorded the album Madvillain. And the way they worked, both being kind of like elusive behind the mask type people, they would almost like, without saying much, just trade back and forth the beats and the rhymes. And they were almost done when it got leaked, right? A version of it got leaked because Madlib left a tape behind in his hotel room. So the leaked version's a bit different, particularly the rapping. Let's take a listen to Leaked Figaro.
Hit it once and shake her hand on some old thank you, ma'am, and ghost her. She could mind the toaster if she signed the poster. A whole host of roller coaster riders, not enough tracks, hot enough black. It's too hot to handle.
More sick beats and sound. And the leak built up loads of hype, right? Everyone was like, holy shit, this is crazy. These two guys coming together, this is amazing. But the lads weren't happy, right? Madvillain were like, what's going on? it leaked. This is pretty early internet days, right? This has been really annoying, and they kind of gave up hope a bit for a while. But whatever happened, they were inspired to finish it up, re-record, change some of the beats, and give it a proper release, and it was hugely successful, right? And really put Stone's Throw on the map, along with other artists around the time, like Jay Dilla, who I've talked about in that. But a great album, right? One of the other songs I would just like to play with such a great intro is Meat Grinder. Like, the thing with Madlib, he could just pick the simplest chops. Or he made it seem simple is what I mean, the way he played, right? The way he sampled. He did a lot of this on the 303. That's important to note. You can hear that sound really distinctly, which I'll show in a while. Some of the effects on this beautiful machine. Way back when, this was probably new around the time he was using it. And he did a lot of it in like a hotel room just with the machine. It just goes to show the simplicity. And Madlib has always said that, right? I think he uses the iPad a lot because it's simple, right? He's not one that needs a huge studio. He can just take records, take a machine, and shred, like I said. But here we go.
10, 11, glad she made a brethren. Then his last down, 7 alligators, 7 at the gates of heaven, knocking, no answer. Slow dancer, hopeless romancer, dopest flow stanzas. Yes, no, villain, metal face.
So, let's get into the samples, shall we? As always, I'm joined by the one, the only Dr. Sample, aka the Boss Man, aka SP303, aka my partner in crime. We're almost a bit like Madvillain ourselves. But anyway, how are you getting on, Doctor? Hello, good to see you. Are you ready to start sampling today? Cool. So first of all, let's give All Caps one more listen, right? And I want to, again, just stress that this is a really, really important album because of the samples, because of the story, because of the elusiveness. But people love this and they love seeking out the samples. So I'm excited to do this. Take a listen for yourself if you haven't heard about this before, and just take a listen to the samples in the beat.
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people, you can call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged, you know it won't stick, yo.
There we go. So that's what we're going to try and do. As always, I'm doing my best. I'm not going to get it perfect, I'd say, but we're gonna try and we're gonna learn. The first sample comes from Thunder and Lightning with their song Bumpin' Bus Stop. Let's give it a listen.
Let me show you something. It's the hottest thing, and it's on its way to the top. Step up front, you dig? Get down with the bus stop.
May I have your attention, please? The St. Louis.
So it's that break we just heard there, like that tiny little bit. And having looked this up on who sampled, there are tons of records sample this. Because like we know, funk breaks were ripe for the picking back in the day, and plenty of hip-hop producers picked that one out. So let's do the same. Let's give this bit a bit of a listen anyway, just to see what it gets into.
Hook up with the cool gang, dance the bus stop. You playing your ride, deck out in your fancy clothes. We got leading
Funk. There's so much good funk out there in the funkosphere that you can find. There'd be enough funk to last your lifetime. This is a great song. Let's go back and record in. Let me clear my pads here first. The doctor likes to work from a clean slate. Okay, so Bumpin' Bus Stop, here we go.
Let me show you something. It's It's the hottest thing, and it's on its way to the top. Step up front, you dig? Get down with the bus stop.
So there we go. Let's mark it out. But first, actually, I want to talk about something I haven't talked about in a while. This is interesting. I did a lot of kind of hip-hop videos way back when I started. I'm going to say way back, like 2 months ago. And I haven't since. But this right here.
And it's on its way to the top. Step up front, you dig? Get down with the bus stop.
Do you hear the difference, right? Here's it without.
And it's on its way to the top. Step, and it's on its way to the top. Step up front, you dig? Get down with the bus stop.
It just compresses, it secret saucifies the sound. We're going to put that on while we mark.
And it's on its way to the top. Step up front, you dig? Get down with the bus stop.
Oopsie.
And it's on its way to the top. Step up front, you dig? Get down with the bus stop.
It's good enough for me. I'm just going to resample it with the vinyl sim on. But that vinyl sim is the sound. So I think we're also going to slow it down. Okay. Does that sound similar, do you think?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me a Majesty. Keep your battery charged. He know it won't stick, yo. And it's not his fault you kick slow. Shoulda let your chick hold just.
There we go. We got our drums. Okay. Next sample comes from Ironside, a TV show, interestingly enough. And that's where the piano and the melody comes from. So let's give Ironside a listen. That part is actually at the end of all caps as well. Interestingly enough, but I'm looking for the melody bit, which comes in around 2 minutes.
Almost was the blow struck from in front or about in with him like that?
Not necessarily.
There we go, right? So there's a couple bits here. The first bit I'm going to do is mark where it starts. Okay, so now let's not quite my tempo. Nice. And the so that's resampled into 4. And the thing with the SP303 is it's all resampling, right? It's just like a tape machine, like I've said before. You record in here, you chop that up, you re-record in here, you chop that up. So let's do that. All sounding good except the volume. We put vinyl sim on that too. Tried to do the cutoff there and I missed it, right? That's a mistake. That happens. That's what learning's all about. We're okay with that, aren't we? Good. Let's get in this last intro bit, which comes from Streets of San Francisco, another TV show. So whatever Madlib was up to, he was sampling from TV. Maybe he was sampling from the hotel TV. Maybe he just had some tapes somewhere. Who knows? But he was putting stuff in here and he was clearly using the SP303 for that. That's too much vinyl sim. That's vinyl sim overdose. Relax, folks. Let's get into the streets of San Francisco. Comes in at 22:13, so I'm going to skip along here to this scene.
I know, but it's possible. It's a pretty good motive for me.
Michael Douglas himself, the man himself.
You know, if I were you, I think I'd have the lab come up here right away.
Okay.
Blunt object. It's about 2 inches in diameter. Blunt object.
I missed it. Sorry, I want to get that from the beginning.
If there's nothing else, I'll...
So, I just realized that lady is what gets sampled too. Brilliant. Right, so. That's the one I'm not using. We'll delete that.
If there's nothing else, I'll...
So he took the if there's as well. So let's resample that if there's.
If there's nothing else.
Right, this is cool. He went.
If there's nothing else. If there's... If there's nothing else. If there's nothing else. 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 There's
So I need to keep my vinyl sim there, and I'll resample this one more time.
If there's nothing,
because I want the if.
if there's nothing,
Ooh! I was like, quick on the draw.
there's no, if there's no, nothing else.
There we go, right? So one more time, because I want to get that. And let's listen to actually all caps one more time.
Oh, yes. I remember him.
Yeah. So why don't we I've just added the vinyl sim to all of these to just give it a little bump with the compressor. So one more time. Whatever. That's what it looks like, slightly for demonstration purposes only. As you can see, Madlib sought out great obscure samples, pieced them together in a banger of a way, and then he had a elusive rapper, MF Doom, come and spit amazing rhymes on top of it. You love to see it. Collaboration is what it's all about, folks. Hope you enjoyed this episode, especially the hip hop heads. I'll be back next week with more exciting adventures of samples. See you soon. As always, if you liked it, subscribe or drop a comment. If you didn't like it, that's alright. You do you. God bless and take care.